Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Sita Maimunah and I'm from 5BA class. In this great opportunity, I'm going to present about interpretations of data in research methodology about graph and chart. First, you have to know what is graph. So, a graph can be defined as a pictorial representations or a diagram that represent our values in an organized manner. The points on the graph often represent the relationship between two or more things. For steps data, bar graphs and pie charts are often used. First is bar graphs, to show the number that are independent of each other. And the second is pie chart. Pie chart to show you how a whole is divided into different parts. Okay, first is bar graphs. Bar graphs generally have categories on the x-axis and numbers on the y-axis, but these are interchangeable. This means that you can compare numbers between different categories. The categories need to be independent, that is, changes in one of them do not affect the others. Here is a summary of some data in a data table. Category 1, 4.1, Category 2, 2.5, Category 3, 3.5, Category 4, 4.7. And the same data display in a bar chart. You can see in this PPT. So you can see immediately that this graph gives you a clear picture of which category is largest and which is smallest. It gives a clear comparison between categories. You can also use the graph to read off information about how many are in each category without having to refer back to the data table, which may or may not be provided with every graph you see. In general, you can draw bar graph in the bars either horizontal or vertical because it doesn't make any difference. The bars do not touch. Okay. Next is about pie chart. Pie charts. A pie chart looks like a circle or a pie cut up into segments. Pie chart are used to show how the whole breaks down into parts. For the example, this data show the sales figure for a year broken down by quarters. You can see that the first quarter is 8.2, second quarter is 3.2, third quarter 1.4, fourth quarter 1.2. Here is the example of pie chart. From the pie chart, you can see immediately that sales in quarter 1 were much bigger than all the others, more than 50% of total annual sales. Quarter 2 was next with around 25% of sales. So pie charts, unlike bar graphs, show dependent data. Pie chart show percentage of a whole. Your total is therefore 100% and the segments of the pie chart are proportionally sized to represent the percentage of the total. Usually, it is not appropriate to use pie chart for more than 5 or 6 different categories. Lots of segments are difficult to visualize and such data may be better displayed on a different type of chart or graph. So, in conclusions, for step data, bar graphs and pie chart are most often used. Graphs show quantities represented by horizontal vertical bars and are useful for displaying several categories of research at once, for example, males or females. And the pie chart show proportions in relation to a whole, with each wedge representing a percentage of the total and are useful for displaying parts of a whole in percentage. So that's all about my presentations. I'm so sorry if there is some mistaken. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.